Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are going to ride on Jackson today from Lake Murray Boulevard all the way to La Mesa Boulevard. I had a choice to make here. I could either take the right turn and U-turn and go straight through, but I saw this green light and nobody else on the road with me, so I decided I can make this. So we're just going to go on Jackson here. We're going to go through a residential neighborhood. We're going to go through the Fletcher Parkway intersection, and then we're going to end up around the mall. I'll give you a little bit of music to listen to. This is a pretty chill ride, kind of mellow, and come along with me. Parts of the painted bike lane like this always get me. We're going along and we're in a door zone, but then this broken line comes in and then it goes away right when we get to the intersection. I wish the paint was there. I wish there was some sort of visual barrier so that a driver making a right turn doesn't think that that whole lane is for them, but instead they just choke it off, and it seems like it's there for pedestrian safety, but once you go through the intersection, we're right back on the bike lane. But it's really strange to think about when bike lanes begin and end. It's a mixed bag all over the city, as we know. And here it is again. That bike lane is going to turn into a dotted line, and I understand why this is. We're getting into driveways, there are businesses, into parking lots, and drivers are going to be going in and out of these spaces. But without some sort of visual barrier, it makes it seem like the drivers can just be anywhere, and it gives the drivers the impression that the whole road is theirs and that somebody on a bike doesn't belong there. Now, if I know my comments, I know someone's going to jump in and say I should just go on the sidewalk there. But especially when there are curb cuts to go in and out of driveways, drive-throughs, and parking lots, the curb cuts make it even more difficult for a driver to see me. It makes it more difficult for somebody leaving the driveway to see me. So we're just not going to do that. And now I wanted to feature this area too. We had that nice little buffer for a second. We're going around the mall right now. We got Grossmont Center up off to the left. We have some other businesses off to the right. And this is a major commercial area. We're in a door zone bike lane. It would really be wonderful if there was better infrastructure in a place like this. This is the kind of place where a driver needs to be aware of people on bikes. We just had that green paint back there, and then it went away. And now it's the Wild West. We got the Sharrows, which really don't mean anything. But the reason I say that people on bikes really need solid infrastructure in a place like this is because people on bikes buy things. There are numerous studies, there's a lot of data on this. When people are not paying for a car and they're saving the money and they're using something like a bicycle to get between the places they're going, they need safety. They need to be able to get to these businesses so they can spend the money they're not putting into their gas tank or car insurance or other vehicle maintenance or a car payment, things like that. But we get no infrastructure. And this is the on-ramp to the 8 right here. And, you know, luckily this is slow moving traffic. It's the afternoon. This is getting on into rush hour kind of stuff. And I'm on my way somewhere where I don't usually go. So I'm also navigating this a little more carefully. I'm also navigating it more carefully because, as those of you who watch the channel know, I'm still getting over that injury. It's doing all right. I'm feeling okay. I'm going to go for a long ride today, I think, actually. So we're still in this area to get up to the mall or to get to these other businesses, or like us, we're going to go straight through and take this to La Mesa Boulevard because we want to get to downtown La Mesa. But I'll let you come with me a little bit. We have another interchange coming up here. Folks are getting off the 8 eastbound direction, and we're back in like kind of this area of mixed use. There's a lot of residential around here, but there are also some big box stores and some other spots that crop up before we get into the neighborhood. It's actually a little funny how we are heading into a more residential area, and this is where the bike lane dissolves. There's nothing here. We don't even get a shoulder. We get just this open little gutter here, and there's enough space. They could have put paint there, but we're going along, and luckily these drivers are not demanding a lot of space. Luckily they're giving me room. Luckily there's no parking over here too. If there was, it would be really tight, but for no reason whatsoever, it seems like we have a shoulder that comes up here. I thought it was a bike lane for a second, but there's a driver stopped in a car in it, so this actually looks like it's parking. And but this is how this is designed. All these people live down these blocks, and they don't get a safe way to ride on their road. But we get to La Mesa Boulevard right here, and we're going to hang this right. I took that right because I knew there was a painted bike lane right here, right in the door zone, everyone's favorite spot. And we're on La Mesa Boulevard now. We're going to head into downtown La Mesa and hang out with some good people. Thanks for coming along with me. This is probably the last video. This might be the last video I do for the year. I hope that if you celebrate a holiday, that you've had a good holiday season. I hope that you got some cool bike accessories or maybe some bikes. I've actually been spending part of this time that I've had off to build up a bicycle for a friend of mine. So I'm hoping he comes around soon to pick it up, and I'm hoping that he really likes a single speed Surly I made for him with a 43 in the front and 17 in the back. But maybe I'll do a little video like that. I don't know. Do you all want to see things like bike parts and products and things like that? I'll leave it to you to leave in the comments below. Thanks a lot, and drive less and ride a bike into the new year. Thanks.